Welcome back, people. Welcome back to Trauma Center New Blood. I'm Hailtothebreak. Let's get started. So, basically we're at Chapter 2-2. Concordia Medical Hospital. Don't remember, I think the Chapter 2-3 goes somewhere else? I don't know. Anyhow, folks, without further ado, let's start this.
This is ridiculous. How long am I gonna have to wait? Excuse me, miss? May I ask you something?
Oh, are you here to visit a family member? If so, then the entrance is...
No, that's not why I'm here. I have an appointment with Dr. Rousseau, the chief surgeon, but no one's been able to get my message to him.
If that's the case, then let me call for his secretary.
I'm sorry to inconvenience you. Thank you, though. You're a doctor here, aren't you?
Yes, my name is Valerie Blaylock.
Is Professor Wilkins busy? I was hoping I might get a chance to meet him.
Yes. Well, the professor is... he's very busy. I rarely see him myself.
Well, I guess it can't be helped. But I'd still like to meet him someday. Ah, you must be Dr. Rousseau's secretary. Thank you. My name is Irene Quattro. I'm the director of Caduceus.
The organization under the direct control of Health and Human Services?
Thank you very much for your help today. I appreciate it.
Hey, Marcus. It's already been 10 days, and he still hasn't told us about his condition.
I'm sure he hasn't forgotten. He must have his reasons.
He sure is taking his time, considering the trouble he went to bring us back here. Oh, by the way, this morning I met someone that was here to see Rousseau. I was surprised when she introduced herself. Take a guess who she was.
His mistress?
Very funny. Come on, be serious.
I know him better than you do.
Well, it turns out she's the director of Caduceus. She oversees all of the medical research institutions located in the U.S.
She's from Caduceus?
Actually, she seemed more interested in speaking with Professor Wilkins. I wonder how she knows about him. Isn't it strange?
It sounds like trouble, if you ask me.
Dr. Vaughn! Dr. Blaylock! We need you in the OR!
What's the matter, Elena?
3 people were hit by a car. 2 are in critical condition. Dr. Rousseau began treating the one who was in the worst state, but he left to treat a different patient and ordered you 2 to take the ones in critical condition.
We can't afford to waste any time. His life's in jeopardy.
And right on cue an operation, because, you know, things... well, there's always someone gonna get hurt somewhere.
The patient is Ricardo Garcia, a 35-year-old male. He was in a car accident. He has injuries to the abdomen, including a few broken ribs and a pierced spleen.
This doesn't look good.
In this operation, we have several objectives. We need to treat his lacerations, repair his broken ribs, and attend to his spleen.
This will be a difficult operation. No wonder Rousseau took off so fast.
Well, I'm sure we can handle it.
We've analyzed his blood type and done the necessary screening and cross-matching. We've also got an ample supply of blood on hand. All you need to worry about is the operation.
Okay. Ooh, for Marcus.
All right, let's begin the operation.
Never actually used the healing touch thus far. Probably should just for the sake of using it.
Doctor, hurry! The patient... We need to use the defibrillator.
Cardiac arrest. Me and cardiac arrest are not good friends.
All right, we have a pulse.
His spleen's in bad shape, and his vitals are...
We'll have to retrieve the bone fragments while treating the injuries and hemorrhages.
We won't be able to suture that big of a wound. We'll have to close it first with the forceps.
Yep, they introduced you to a new mechanic in this one. Like big wounds.
Doctor,
Come
please
on.
be more careful.
That doesn't start very well.
We're making
does it?
progress with the bone. Now pinch one side of the wound with a forceps and pull it closed.
Come on.
Once you drain the blood, close the wound with a forceps.
You gotta be
Pull
careful around
hemorrhages
here
again.
because small
Once you
laceration like
drain
that
the blood,
can
close the
be
wound with a
pretty
forceps.
bitchy.
Pour hemorrhages again. Okay. Now hurry up and suture it.
Although you
before
can
it
just
opens. That
close
takes
them
care
when
of the
using
largest wound. but don't forget about the others.
Using the little gel. The way the game works is that, like, medium to large, you need to use sutures. Very large, you need to use a forced-in suture. And small ones, such as cuts like that, you use mid-gel on it.
Taking care of the wounds,
Mid-gel.
we can
Been
reassemble
playing
the
too
bone
much Mass
fragments.
Effect, if you ask me. That goes right here. Jigsaw puzzle, because why not? One got to wonder, in real life, those operation like that must be a pretty big pain in the ass if the guy got all the ribs broken. I want that one, I want that one. The other one, I don't know where to go with it. Oh, right here. Figures.
So far, so good.
Big
We're
tip like that,
almost done.
sometimes it's better to actually skip on some of them, because sometimes they're pretty damn cryptic.
What? Don't tell me we missed a fragment.
This isn't good. We'll have to use...
Cardiac arrest!
Was that hemorrhagic
Oh, oh.
shock? His spleen was bleeding pretty heavily. Is that it?
Ouch.
No. Okay, Doctor. You know what to do.
Yep.
Be sure to keep an eye on his vitals, though.
First thing first, I'm going to drain the crap out of this guy. Then, put some gel in case there's any small cuts. Start suturing like crazy. Because why not? Guys, say
We've got all the
Yep.
pieces now, but please treat his remaining wounds first.
guys, say I think I lost my touch in this game.
Alright, let's place the last bone fragment.
Beforehand, let's put the vitals up.
All the pieces
I don't know
in
this
place.
one goes. I don't know what
Connect
you do.
together with antibiotic
You gotta wonder if
gel.
you got hit in the head at some point.
Please close him up.
Gotta say, folks, used to be better at this. I don't know if it's the commentary that makes me play bad like that.
It was an well
Should probably
done.
practice next time around. Yeah, I might do that. I might actually do a practice run before recording these. Because I know it can be very painful to watch someone failing like that. I don't want my
I
folks
see that
to
you are
be-
both quite skilled.
I'm sorry, you are?
I'm Irene Quattro from Caduceus. Nice to meet you. I heard there was an emergency, so I changed into my surgical gown. But I see that wasn't necessary.
Valerie, is this the woman you were telling me about?
Thank you, ma'am. It's an honor to receive such praise.
A doctor with a healing touch. It's been a while since I've been surprised like this. If the opportunity arises, I'd like to see it used again.
I'd be glad to show you.
This is an impressive hospital. I hope that we meet again. Please excuse me.
I don't think it was good for her to have seen that.
What do you mean, Marcus?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor. We were told he wouldn't make it, but you saved him.
I just did my best, Mrs. Garcia. Considering his injuries, it's a miracle he survived. He must have an angel looking over his shoulder.
I don't know how we'll ever repay you. Thank you so much.
There's no need for tears. Now, let's discuss his future treatment options.
Somebody wants a poster of him so you can actually punch him in the face? I don't know, he feels like one a heck of an arrogant bastard, if you ask me.
Oh, as long as he's in your hands, Dr. Russo, I know he'll be okay.
Oh, it's you, Vaughn.
Marcus, he's...
It's not worth getting upset over. The patient is alright, that's all that matters. Professor Wilkins has asked to see us, so we'd better get going.
I suppose you're right.
Dr. Russo, is something wrong?
Oh, no, it's nothing. Please come with me, Mrs. Garcia. Let's go see how your husband is faring.
So, I heard that Rousseau took credit for everything. You must be disappointed.
I'm just glad the patient's okay.
He's an excellent doctor, although rather shrewd at times. And I would never trust him to operate on me. That's why I summoned you here, Marcus. You have a rare talent.
I didn't want to come back.
I'm aware of that. Regardless, we'll meet tomorrow to discuss my operation. The procedure is scheduled for 4 days from now. I'll leave you to choose your team.
Okay.
Oh god. It's not that other mission, folks, but this one is very important. This is the actual start of the plot. Which is actually two for, which is kind of funny, which is like 2 chapters.
So, you're finally going to tell us, huh, Professor?
I led you all to believe that I was suffering from a chronic heart disease. But now that my preparations are complete, I will reveal the true nature of my illness.
Dr. Rousseau is on the team too?
Yeah, but he won't be operating.
What I am asking you all to do is treat an unknown disease. Yes, I'm asking you to face the unknown.
An unknown disease?
By certain means, I received a mouse with an unprecedented illness. It was a pathogen born as a result of gene-related medical research. I isolated it, analyzed it, and became deeply interested in it, despite my initial fears. It was such a unique disease.
Curiosity. Man's greatest weakness.
Dr. Vaughn?
Never mind.
As a member of the medical community, I immediately realized the importance of this discovery. And so I began researching the disease. But before I could complete my research, I myself became infected. Its communicability between animals and humans was quite a surprise.
It's a tragedy for us all, Professor. It breaks my heart to learn of your infection.
What was the means of transmission?
It's too late to ascertain now, but it must have occurred while I was researching it. I may have accidentally pricked myself with a needle. My hands aren't as steady as they once were. I don't believe it is highly communicable, but we should still be careful. One thing is for certain. It's not an airborne disease.
And what about your condition? You seem to be rather stable right now, Professor.
I do have some data which I collected during my experiments. It's dormant at the moment, but it becomes active when the carrier experiences stress. Its invasiveness is quite strong. And it's at least as serious, if not worse, than an acute virus or a parasite invasion.
So this operation must be performed right away.
That's why you selected us.
Yes, it is a new disease, so as you may suspect, no medication or vaccine is available yet. Extraction is the only viable option.
Dr. Vaughn, this is a serious responsibility.
Indeed. This disease manifests itself in mysterious ways. I've tentatively named it stigma. We will refer to it by this name for now. But please keep this information confidential. I will also grant you access to my research data, but you are only permitted to read through it.
Infected accidentally? That can't be. That's not its nature. The professor's hiding something.
Foregoing your meditation today? Don't allow this disease to trouble you. Just accept that it's beyond your comprehension.
Should someone with your condition be up at this hour?
I have one more favor to ask of you. That's why I'm here.
I'll save your life. What more do you want?
If for some reason the operation is a failure, then I want you to destroy all my research concerning stigma.
What?
This is to be my research, and mine alone, whether or not the operation is successful. You should have no objections to this. After all, wasn't it your wish 3 years ago that it all disappear? Well then, I bid you good luck.
I've taken a look at the data, but I don't...
That makes 2 of us.
The pathogen's mobility is simply unbelievable. Who knows what kind of damage it's capable of? Based on the data, it's unlikely that medication will be effective. So our only option is to...
Burn it with the laser. That's the only way.
Has there been any change in the professor's condition?
He's still stable. He should have enough strength to endure the operation.
If the professor's data is accurate, then this research will make medical history. Mistakes cannot be made. I presume you understand that.
Relax. We've got it under control.
Okay, man. Let's do this, folks. Stigma. It's not the first one, it's not the last one we're gonna see of this, obviously.
He's right. This is an important procedure. We can't afford to fail.
As you'll see, it's pretty unique. Just gonna say that.
We're ready to begin the... Based on what we... Please be extremely careful. Lacerations? But we didn't see any on the CAT scan.
Are you suggesting that the pathogen did this within the
We need to suture the wounds immediately and try to prevent any further damage.
Well done, Doctor. But please... There it is.
My God. Look at it.
All right, let's do this. Get the laser ready.
You know what they say, folks? The best enemies are the one on fire.
It's working. Keep using the laser.
Come on. Don't want to spam the laser too much, because... Yeah, I forgot you need... If you tap it, it's better.
You did it.
If you overheat your laser, you won't be able to use it.
Marvelous. The professor will be...
Wait, he's not stabilizing. We better...
Stigma again. But how?
Try to
It's
prevent them from doing that, because
It's still active. Keep using the laser.
if you leave them alone for too long, they will try to cut. Come on.
His vitals are dropping. You have to suture the wounds or they'll hemorrhage. One down, one to go.
Meanwhile, I'm actually gonna go in. Laser. There you go.
They fused?
Well, it can't have changed that much. The laser should still work.
The good thing about them fusing is they're very slow and very easy to
The
use.
laser seems to be working.
So you can just like spam abuse of them. Although they do
Hurry up
that.
and suture those lacerations before it causes more damage.
Vitals have dropped?
I'm just gonna go and do that real quick because I really don't want them to kill my patient. Come on.
Is that it?
There you go.
His vitals are stabilizing. Please suture the remaining wounds and then we can close them up.
Wasn't really too hard. As you see, folks, this is pretty much an introduction. They will get much
That
harder
was
at
truly
the
a
end of the
missing
game.
organism. I must begin analyzing the data immediately.
But the first operation is fairly easy. Just gotta be careful to not let your vital drop for a little bit. I'm kind of a daredevil when that matter. I let them... That's gonna be bad.
Congratulations,
Let them drop a lot.
you did it.
No.
It was my responsibility.
Is something wrong, Marcus?
No, nothing. I should just be thankful that it went well.
I'm glad his body withstood the operation. At this rate, it seems he'll make a full recovery. Still, that was a daunting procedure.
I can't believe that such a disease exists. And that we were able to treat it.
I hope this is the last we see of it, though.
I must say, this stigma is certainly an intriguing disease. Doctors around the world will be astounded.
Well, folks, that was pretty much my time for today. So, thanks for watching. It was Hailtothebreak here. Sign off. See ya, folks.